Well, I'm quite excited because I'm starting something new. I always like to start new things, probably a new thing every year. And this year I'm starting a newsletter, and it's going to be on Substack, which is kind of probably the best platform for newsletters around right now. And yeah, I'm starting it because I'm going to fill a gap, I think, between the videos and the book. The videos are great. I've loved creating videos. And the book is really great, and I've really loved creating the book, and I'm going to keep on creating the book, and I'm going to keep on creating videos. But what I find is that there's so many videos and there's so much content in the book that people often can't find what they're looking for. And so a newsletter kind of fills that gap a little bit, because it's something that sort of drip feeds information, hopefully in a nice, timely, topical sort of way. So as you need it, the information should arrive in the newsletter with pointers to the appropriate videos and to the appropriate sort of sections and chapters and articles and whatever in the book. And then I can kind of wrap that around with custom content that reflects the current gardening conditions that we might be experiencing, or that I might be experiencing. And just kind of current reflections as well, just to sort of keep it fresh. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm thinking of writing 3 types of newsletter articles. So the first one will just be the sort of gardening week, so a kind of diary-like one that kind of just points you to all the kind of relevant information, like, you know, what I'm sowing and what I'm planting and what I'm harvesting. So a bit like the gardening week video, but a little bit more actionable, I guess, but also the stuff that I just don't have time to talk about in the gardening week video. And of course, as I mentioned, like links to really great videos that I've made on topics that are relevant to the things that I've done that week, and really hopefully great chapters of the book, again, on the things that I've done that week. So that's the first thing. So then there's kind of big things that happen in the gardening year. You know, we're just approaching really the time to do a huge amount of kind of sowing in the kind of August, early sort of September period. And that needs quite a lot of thinking about and writing about. And I've done a lot of the thinking and writing about that. But, you know, I want to be able to sort of bring all of that together with the appropriate videos and show you what's happening on my plot as well. So sort of bring that all together as a kind of package to say, prepare for winter and spring sort of thing. And then there's another thing that may be happening, you know, right now, is we're all storing away a lot of our alliums for winter and spring, again, autumn, winter and spring. So again, all the sort of videos related to that, all the chapters of the book related to that, and all of that sort of thing. And then some actual topical information about my growing experience this year and what I've learned and things like that, things that might not have made it into the book or to videos. And then there's kind of more reflective things, you know, about the good life, the practicalities of the good life, living a balanced life, and some other ideas that I've got. And yeah, so that, and perhaps, you know, some articles about experiments that I'm doing where I want people's input and discussion to sort of get on those, or new ideas that I've got, you know, that again I want to sort of talk about. I might point you to sort of like examples, samples of videos that sort of illustrate an idea that I've got, and then get some feedback on that and things like that. So that's kind of my idea. The newsletter is going to be in 2 forms, free and paid, both with exactly the same content. So this is the model that I always use, hopefully, is that everything that I do is available to everybody. Those that can afford or get sufficient value from the content can pay for it. And those that can't or don't get enough value from it don't have to. And I don't mind either way. I'm not going to starve. But it is nice to get some reward for the work that you do. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh yes, so I do at the moment have a buy me a coffee sort of tip jar, And that's been really great, and thanks to everybody for contributing to that. But I think going forward, I quite like the way that people pay me or support me to be this newsletter, just to provide me with some more encouragement to do a really great job of the newsletter. So the more people who subscribe to the paid version of that, the better job I'll do of it, because the more value I think I'll be providing to people. But as I say, if you can't afford to pay for it, please don't pay for it. Please just take the free version. I don't mind. Or you can, and I'll still leave the buy me a coffee thing there, so that if people just want to buy me a few seeds or something like that, because that's what they can afford, then yeah, that's just great as well. So yeah, I think with that, I'll bring it to a close, and look down below in the description and you'll find a link to the newsletter, and please subscribe and give me loads of feedback, because there's loads of ways to sort of, you know, make comments and hold discussions and things like that on the Substack platform, and we'll be introducing that as we go along. My name's Steve. This is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.